May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in. If he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
The big play has him all the way out near mid.
Set. 180.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. We take a glance now at the starters on the defensive side of the ball for Pittsburgh. It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in
attempt from the left hash. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. He's 82 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy runs.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use Fortnite.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about...
And that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
To throw on second down, Kennedy. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 30.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On third down, Kennedy. This is caught. Gronkowski. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he?
7.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
He's going to get it running right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Thompson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a... They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hayes. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Lyman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Kennedy. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Connects with Sanu right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Roethlisberger now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Earlier. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front.
You and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Hayes. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Tavon Austin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Again, a run with Thompson. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun on third down, Kennedy. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw. Kennedy. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Thompson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
A little surprising they wouldn't go. The third down throw incomplete as well. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Penalty stings big time there. Wipes away a very good return.
And they work out it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as...
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Operating from the gun, Kennedy. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many times the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Wide open, Gronkowski. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those...
This for the lead in the final stages. And Lutz puts this one through. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first
bit. Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Jones breaking from the contact. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Back to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Johnson. And a short gain here down to the down. Out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And this is caught. He hits Macklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And he'll spike it with 16 seconds remaining. And incomplete here. So that will leave him with 16 on the clock. Oh, maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder. He's back to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills.